All right. Good. How are y'all?
Good.
Good. What we got?
How is South Carolina prep and install going thus far?
Good. We've we've had a couple of days of install, so we've had probably all of the base stuff for normal down and distance stuff has probably gone in, and we'll be 7 days out tomorrow, so we'll find out where we are a little bit, go through the whole game procedure, all those kind of things.
We've talked a lot about the learning process with Gene and his staff. Is this another one of those learning how to deal with game week?
No doubt. No doubt. Everything is a learning process for them. I mean, because it's all new for them. So everything they're doing is brand new and has to be learned, and hopefully we get it all done before game day.
How much difference is there, can you point to in your program between now and when the first time you guys played one of these games at South Carolina, season over a couple of years ago? How far have you guys come since then?
Well, we got more. We got more pieces of the puzzle put together. We've got some more depth at some positions that we didn't have. We've got a little bit more experience than we had then. And I think most of our guys feel comfortable. We've got a total defensive scheme change, so that guys are still learning, but those would be the major differences.
Does anything stand out more about working with Gene Chizik the longer you work with him?
He's just exactly what I thought he was, and I was fortunate to know him for a long time. So, I mean, there were really no surprises. I mean, it's who I thought he was. He's very detailed, very demanding on doing things a certain way, and he wants them done a certain way on that side of the ball, and he does a great job with it. He's very, intense and a lot of energy.
Is the defense about where you thought it would be, or is it even possible to know kind of?
I think it's too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can know until we get into that game. I think the guys are working hard. They're doing what we ask them to do. They're learning. They're studying it. I feel like they've got a pretty good understanding of what they're doing. But we won't know until we get tested.
Mikey Bart essentially playing his third position in 3 seasons. I've seen him out there a lot with the ones during the time we've been out here. How has he come along, and especially developing into solely a defensive end now?
Yeah, Mikey's been really solid for us. I mean, he's a guy that you can count on. He's gonna be the same way every single day, and that's nice for a coach. When he's very dependable. So, I mean, one of the things that we talk about, one of the most important abilities they have is dependability, and that's what Mikey is.
How do you go about preparing for a defense like South Carolina when they got a new co-defensive coordinator in that has some NFL ties?
Yeah, you really don't know what they're going to do. So you just you do the best you can. We look at stuff from last year. We look at stuff from some of the NFL stuff, but we got no way of really knowing. I mean, we're probably a lot like they feel right now with us defensively. I mean, they can go back and look at whatever film from Gene and all the guys, but I mean, they got no idea, because I mean, they're gonna. No matter what John Hoke is, he's still going to adapt it to the guys that he has. He's going to mold it around the defensive players and their skill level and what they can do. And so, you got no way of knowing. We're going to have to do a good job of adjusting in the game.
With an experienced offense like you have, shouldn't that adjustment be a little bit easier?
It would be more easier than inexperience, yes.
Do you feel like it's extra beneficial opening up against such a quality team on national television? Do you feel like an extra sense of urgency, I guess, among the players?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've noticed that from all the way back when we started winter workouts, and they're talking about it, and the fans are talking about it all year. So it's there's definitely a sense of urgency amongst those guys, and has been throughout the summer, throughout winter, all of it.
Is there a certain significance to playing in Charlotte and what that means for kind of recruiting and maybe the state in general?
Well, obviously it's a recruiting hotbed. I mean, there's a lot of great high school players in that area, a lot of great coaching in that area. So, for us to play there and in a big game, it's always beneficial.
What would it take for you to consider it a successful turnaround for the defense? Is it a statistical thing? Is it an eye test thing? What do you think?
I mean, be better than we were, hold the opponent to one less point than we score on offense. I mean, whatever it takes.
Is there anything specific though you want to see? I mean, aside from more tackles or stops,
well,
or confidence or
yeah, whatever. I mean, it still comes down to scoring. I mean, that's the key to the whole thing. So I mean, obviously we got to be much better than we were, in that avenue, or we won't have a chance.
Coach Luttrell said yesterday that he doesn't view Mitch as a number 2 guy. He doesn't really like, I guess, that tag. When you look at Mitch and the situation that you have there, how do you view him?
I view Mitch as we could win with Mitch right now if we went with Mitch, no doubt. I mean, we can win. We got two quarterbacks that I know we can win with right now.
Last year, you kind of pulled him out of that series he was getting the week of the Notre Dame game. He even expressed some confidence issues. What did he learn during that period going through that low point?
That would be a better question for him than me.
He doesn't want to address it.
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I can't tell you what he was thinking. You know, I know this. The things that we did with him when he walked into that Virginia game on 4th and 7, he didn't blink. He threw a touchdown pass to win a game. You know, so I think all of those things paid off in that situation.
How much better is he now than he was at that midpoint last year?
He's heads and tails. I mean, it's not even close. He was a much more mature, much more comfortable, much more confident in what he's doing out there.
Thanks, Coach.